Good afternoon, everyone. It's Rachel here, and we are going to work in the Junk Journal July, which is organised by Meg at Meg Journals, #Junk Journal July, and we're doing the prompts. So I haven't worked in it for quite a while. I've got my paints out, so that's exciting. And I'll just remind you, I haven't done anything on there. Let me just double check here. I did my highlights page because that was something that was difficult for me. So I decided to follow sort of Meg's lead. I think that's what she did, is the highlights of my month so far. And I'll tell you what they are. So I did purchase myself a little gift. Very naughty. I bought myself a HP Sprocket. It's this little printer, and the paper is called HP Zinc Zero Ink, because the paper is already inked, like the top part is inked and it's adhesive. So I've taken that off. I'm such an enabler. Somebody who enabled me, PS Paper Lover, she used it, and I love that she just printed out something and stuck it in her journal. I like that, and I thought it's a little portable thing. I like it much more than the Instax, those ones. And you just put the app in your telephone and then you just print. You can also attach it to your Instagram and that sort of thing, so you can use your print out your Instagrams as well. So my highlights so far, we're only really halfway through the month, a little bit further, not too far over, has been my Emily Notman course that I did with my sister. So that was a huge highlight. So I put a picture of what I made there. Our little quick, it was almost literally one day in Florence, overnight. We got there at 2 and we left the hotel. Oh, we left at about 12, and then we did go and have lunch up the hill in the countryside. Lulu took this photograph, and I made it like a vintage, in the sprocket. With the app, I was mucking around, and I made it like that vintage look, because it was a grey day anyway, so I thought I might make it look like it's an older sort of photograph. So I just wrote a little bit there. And then the other highlight for me always, and that's not just in July, my sister-in-law, my youngest brother's wife, he's 10 years younger than me, and she's 8 years or 6 years younger than him, or maybe 8, I can't remember. And they have 2 little boys, and I haven't seen this little one since he was 6 months, because of you know what, and he was just over one. So because there's like 15 months difference between the two of them, and they are so cute. So he's turning 2 in September, and he'll be 3. Is that correct? Yeah, he'll be 3 in February, just before my birthday. And they are the cutest things, and they say hello on Skype, and I really miss them. And I can't imagine their other grandparents besides my parents are Canadian, and they're in Canada, and the poor things, they have not been able to go and see their grandchildren, and their other daughter also lives in Australia. So I can't imagine, they probably feel 100 times worse than what I do, not seeing the family. So anyway, that's a highlight for me. My sister-in-law is really great at sharing photographs with all of us, and I just love it. I love seeing them because they're really cute. Anyway, I covered their faces just because I didn't ask my brother my sister-in-law if I could show their faces. So out of respect for them, I didn't do that. Oh, it's come off. But yeah, anyway, so that's that. So now I think I'm going to do, I don't know whether I want to do, I might do botanicals. Let's do botanicals. That way we've done a few in order. Yeah, let's do botanicals. So I thought maybe on this page I might just do little random. I can't find my palette, so I've got this piece of baking paper. I hope it doesn't drive me bananas to mix my colours on. Not that I'm going to do anything too exciting. I'm going to do botanicals. I think I just do a very simple background, and then I'll stick a botanical over the top. So I love these paints. These are Stamperia paints. Actually, this one's new. They cost like €3 or something, €3 something. But I like them because they're acrylics, but they're not, acrylics have an element of some sort of plasticky sort of substance in them. But these are quite, they're not as plasticky as others. They're obviously not artist grade paints. They're more for hobby, but oh, that green is beautiful. I'm just going to do my typical design that I like doing. Oh, I didn't bring my, where's my paint towel? Paint towel, where are you? I'll just use my cleaning hands towel. That'll do. Needs a wash anyway. I'll just do my normal sort of, you know, leafy, simple leafy thing on here. I decided not to use watercolor because I didn't know whether, you know, this is not ledger paper, so I don't know. So I thought I might have I like to put, you've got to give them a shake, these. I like to put a few colors down, a few greens, and then we can mix it up a little bit. That might be, yeah, that's nice. I like mixing them. I mean, I don't know if you can buy these paints. Oh, well, verde alga, so green algae, but I think they changed the names in English. I've seen on their site, and that's celery green, but they do change. Let's just test it. I haven't got enough water in my brush. It's still stiff. Do I want it with more, or do I want it with less? I think I like it with less. But I need to get it flowing a little bit. Now what will I do? Thinking. I really like doing this, so I'm not pressing. I know you can't see because I'm a lefty. Try not to press too hard. I'm not very good at getting very fine lines, but that doesn't matter. It's just decorative. It's not like, I'm not going to win an award for it. Let's just say that. And I'm going to kind of press down and make a nice big blobby petal. Just blob it on. So just blob it down. And I have two here. So some are attached to the stem and some are, they come out a little bit. I need a bit more water in there. I figured if I paint on the baking paper, maybe I could smoosh it all around afterwards and then have some decorated baking paper. How about that? So purely decorative. Trying to find my water. So it does take some time to do this, you know. It's not, doesn't happen super quickly. So I just go around and fill in the whole page. So can you stand it? Don't know. Be like watching paint dry. Haha, how ironic. And I'll swoosh one up there. Just colour it in if it doesn't work. And I try to have them going in different decorations, different directions. So this one can go a bit further that way. It's such nice paint. I really like it because it's like yeah, as I said, it's not all plasticky and shiny. Like when you touch it, it's grainy. So, and sometimes like for my white, now who did I learn that from? For my white, I try not to use the acrylic white. I use gesso. So then that instantly takes away the plastic feeling of the acrylic paint. We need another one in there. I love the paint on the straw paper. This has I'll just have one going up there as well. Not that we needed to. I'm sorry if the crumpling of the paper is annoying. I just can't find my palette. It's here somewhere. I need to tidy up my mess. Now that I'm feeling better, I need to tidy up my mess. And then I just turn my page around, whatever. Actually, no. Here, yes, here I'm going to have one coming in this way. And because this is, I've got quite a bit of paint, you know, water in here. But I just put a little leaf in there just to fill in the gaps. But I try, you know, you don't want to make your acrylic like watercolor, because apparently it breaks the pigment binder or whatever it is in the paint. And sometimes they don't work out so well, the shape. They're not always perfect. You just don't worry about it. In the whole complexity of it all, you won't even notice. And please, as a disclaimer, I am not a painter. I like mucking around and doing this sort of see, look at that big chunky thing. I'm not a painter at all. So, you know, I'm sure you can learn better from someone else. This is just a bit of fun to put a background on my page. Have your little petals going in different directions. Now I should have this go right down here. Why not? And here I think I would like 3. Try and bring it out. And it takes a minute to sort of get used to it, I think, too, to see what you can do with the brush. So I have a little one coming up here. Swoosh. Just kind of, I think it kind of blends in, like not blended in, but it incorporates the straw paper in. And I need a bit more of this colour. I really like this colour. Oops, oh, way too much. And I'm just going to come down here somehow. Now, of course, the threads are interfering with my brush. So I need to go back to my water and twirl it around so it goes back to a point. I think one of the things I have to remind myself too is don't necessarily make everything always small. Try and make them bigger. So this is pure colour now. The other one had the seaweedy green colour in it. And I do love the stitching there. I really like it. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm a bit squished on my table today because I've got the paints up as well. Okay, and we'll just fill in that bit. We're getting there, we're nearly there. Oh, that's terrible. So what I'll do is I'll just make most of it big chunky leaves so it kind of blends in. Quite often do terrible things. It's so much fun. Look, it's all the same pattern all the way over. We'll paint over the doctor's name. Hopefully he doesn't mind. Well, that was a wonky one. I'll just pull one out there and put one in there. That'll hide it. Smush it over. Now that is all, that's all I'd even thought of doing. That's as far as I got for this video. So I'm just going to let that dry a minute. I've got all that paint there now. I will, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to grab some papers and quickly use up the, while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to use up the paint on the papers if I can find some papers. I mean, you'd think I'd have papers galore here, and I do have papers galore. It's just a matter of pulling them out. Now, what's happened to this paper? I just got through. Let's paint this one. Just grab Not that brush. This brush I like using. It's got dog's teeth. Look at that. Look at the teeth on the brush. Still does the job. Swoosh the paint over so you don't waste it. Grab some of this other paint. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can do messy sort of stuff. Put that aside. And, oh, itchy foot, itchy foot. That's a big one. And maybe I'll grab a little piece of paper. What's this little piece of paper? So use up all the paint. Okay, no wastage. Okay, I'll leave that brush in there because I'm going to put that brush there. I don't know that I'm doing any more painting right now, so I'll move that aside. So I could take away these. Just bear with me 1 second while we remove these. Oh, that's heavy. I'm just going to plonk it on the floor. Oh, excuse me. That was a big noise, wasn't it? Okay, we can take this away as well. We don't need that. Right, I think I've lost one of my stickers. Anyway, we're not looking at that. Well, we might look at that page again. Hello, Henry. There's little Henry's face. Okay, so we're doing botanicals. So we're going to find a botanical. We're going to work on this page as well. And I'm just thinking, well, we just swooshed some paint over here, excuse me. Why don't we use some of this? We can use some of this. And yes, I'm just going to tear it down here actually. It's a bit wet. But I don't mind. It'll dry. That might be too much. I'm going to have a bit less. Won't go to waste. So I'm going to glue that down there. Hopefully it sticks because it's a bit damp because I'm impatient. Just to bring some of the painting over to the other side. Okay. And then, oh, I just love this. I need to put this somewhere. It might be a portion of it, might be all of it. Oh, I didn't tell you. I used that one, this scanned note on, just let me check, yep, on the other page. See, part of it's here and the other part's down here. So yeah, I didn't talk about the balance. So I put that and that there. I left these areas because they were great for writing. I put my pictures so your eye sort of moves around in a full circle. And I found that was what I had on my table the other day. I think we found it in the video and I just stuck that there. I felt like it just finished it off. And I'm loving this. Very happy with that. Don't know what's going to happen next. Botanical. So botanical is really... Is botanical like... Is it like everything? Like anything... Botanical I think is really more plant-based, isn't it? Who can tell me? I think it's more plant-based. So... it should be more florals. Sometimes I just think of botanical as being everything, you know, like birds, butterflies, and flowers. So I'm just wondering, I think I might just, I mean, I'm not planning, this will go over here and this is going to go down here like that. I don't want to, I love this ripped edge down here. I really love that. I'm glad I chose to do that. So that's staying. And this is going to go here. Okay. And I'm going to put this one, I don't want to cover up the writing there. I might even, I don't want to put it there. I might just put that there. I could put it sideways. I don't want to cover up all the stitching. I could cover up some of the stitching. Don't know. Excuse me. I wanted to warn you, but it came out before I could get the words out of my mouth. Sorry, guys. Sorry if that's offensive to anybody. Apologise in advance. Okay, just let me see here. I might like some of this over here. I might. There's so many things I don't want to cover up. That's my issue. I think I'll put that there because I feel like it balances the page better. And let me just glue this because I need to make stamped book. I'm going to knock that water. I can tell you what, that water is going to go flying. So I need, oh, what am I doing? I'm gluing the page. I'm a very distracted person. I love these colours. Just love them. I could just sit and look at it without doing any more. Just sit and look at it. Where was I going to put this? Who remembers? Here. That'll do. There. And then do I want this plopped? Oh yes, that's quite good. I'll do that. I feel like it balances, it connects the two pages. They need to be connected. See this? Yep, it's not plastic yet, or it's like it's got gesso in it, but I didn't put anything in it. That's exactly how the paint is. I love it. That's what I love about it. But obviously, like, you know, if you're going to do a huge painting for the wall, you wouldn't do it with, I don't think you would do it with those paints anyway. I just found this old piece of paper just sitting here. Oh, let's add that. There's no method, like, there's no method in my madness. I'm just making it up as I go. Just make it up. Just look around. I mean, I have mess on my table, so I just look around and see what else can I add. Okay, so that's that. And our theme is botanical. So we've got the botanical background. We've got green. I might like, this is beautiful. William Morris botanical paper. Do we want a little bit of navy blue? I think we might. It's a very deep navy blue, this one. And I think, oh, look at that. Love it. I know I didn't want to cover the signature up, but too bad. You know, it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice I have to make. Put that there. I could just cover up a little bit of it. Love that. I love that also with that green peeking out there. Love it. And I don't know if I want more, but I will keep it aside. And now I'm going to pull out the A Garden Eden, I think. I didn't end up using anything out of that, did I? Oh, yes, I did use one yesterday, didn't I? And I love these gentlemen, so I'm going to leave those out. I love that, but that's too big. We don't want to cover up all the hard work, do we? Not exactly all of it. And I think I'll stamp botanical somewhere. Oh, just love it. Don't you just love it? I won't torture you and search all day, but we'll search part of it. Oh, look at those books. Sorry, guys. Let's get distracted. These are the... Imagine having a library of botanical books like that. I bet they're super old. Oh, that one's pretty. I always check what's on the other side, because that just brings a pop of... The reason why I like this one... It's just, I think this one might be it. Let's just have a look at it. The reason why I like this one is we've got the pink painting over there. So I like that. So what I'm going to do first, before I decide how it's going to be cut, is just take off the excess, bring it down to size, so then I can gauge a little bit better sort of where I want it to sit. And before I do that as well, I'm also going to tear this one because I really like these botanical guys. These botanical illustrators they are. How appropriate is that? Botanical illustrators. I really love those fellas. And they need to find a home in this botanical, on this botanical spread, in this botanical spread, whichever. And it's a bit slippery. So press down. When you find it a bit slippery, press hard. We'll leave the other guy. He doesn't need to be included in our little project. But those two, I do like them. I don't care if they're torn. They'll glue down and nobody will know. They'll be none the wiser. So, put they there, or was I going to put them here? Put that, no, that, I think I am going to put them there. It's going to cover it a little bit. That's okay. I'm going to put those guys there. Yes, that's it. That's where they're going. So we've got our botanical illustrators. Let's just glue this down. Excuse me, glue. Got to cooperate. Right, put that there. And I'm going to glue this. Okay, oh, I love that. See, that could have just been my page. I didn't really need to do a double spread. But I've got Pictoris Operis. And then this one's going to go over here. And I might put, oh yes, now that is working for me, although I might like it more up there. I just need something there now because I've got a gap. So let's just figure this out. Well, I'm going to have a label because I want to put in botanical. That's what I want to do. This for me is pretty much done. I don't feel like I want to do too much more unless I were to find some sort of stamp that might sort of slot in there and work with it. Now that's going to be too big. It is lovely. I think these are just the ones from the Graphics Fairy. I could trim that one down just a minute. I like to trim around the shape. I do quite like that. Yeah. Or do I want a smaller one? That is the million-dollar question. Do I want a smaller one or is that okay? I could have something like that one. Oh, I like that more. There we go. Glad I checked. Sometimes you just have to check. You do. Sometimes you go back to your original choice and then it come across one that you just like more. Now, why do I like that more? Who can guess? It's the colour. The colour's bringing in colours over here and colours in there. These are bringing in those colours over there. So it's all good. All the colours are connecting. Thank goodness I have another glue. Excuse me leaning across like that. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. The least fun bit is when it's just not coming to you how to start. That there. So I may have put it up a little bit higher than I was planning to, but it doesn't matter. I could go to town and put a bit of washi somewhere. No, I don't want to put any more because I like my painted background. I like this. I don't want to line anything up. I want everything not to be lined up because I like that look more. That's good. I do have a bit of space down there, but we'll leave that. Oh, Well, let's think about that. Anyway, while I'm thinking, because you know, it's a bit of a chore, the thinking, I'm going to stamp. No, I don't need that. I need to get these out. The thing is, I need to get them all out until, so I'll do botanical. I think I'll do it in capitals. There's the I, and we need the A. That's there. And we need the B and the T. We need the C and the S. Do we have it all? I don't know. B-O. I can spell. Just. No, that's the wrong way, dear. B-O-T. A. Did I get the, I didn't get the N. Let's hope it doesn't take me 3 days to find the N. Found it. Oh, lucky. Botany. Oh, okay. Then I have to stop there because I need the A. I should have bought 2 sets. I didn't think about it. And I'm going to use, actually I think I might use brown. I want a darker brown. I like, when I want a darker brown, I tend to go for the Versaclair. What is it, the Versaclair? Is that what it's called? Versafine Clair. This is a bit darker than the Ranger coffee one. Let me just test it. Yep, it's going to be good. I'll just go for it. What do I need now? I need the A. Chuck those in there. I need the, yes, I need the ALS. S. There we go. Done. Botanicals. Where does this go down? Over there. I need something there on the side. Now, let me just have a look over here. Could be one of those occasions when you need a bug. I might not need a bug, but we'll have a look. Do we need a bug? I know people don't like bugs. Oh, I like the bug. I think I'm going to put the bug there. I like the bug. It just brings, you know why I like the bug? I'll tell you why I like the bug. I like the bug because it's bringing out the blue pen. The little bits of blue pen you can see in the blue name over there. That's why I like the bug. So the blue, it's just the blue colour of the bug. But I feel like I don't want to put a number. I feel like a bug is more in keeping with the theme. Because there's going to be bugs in the plants. And that's a cute bug. That could be like a Christmas beetle. In Australia, the Christmas beetle, there are Christmas beetles here as well, but they come out in July. We call them Christmas beetles in Australia because they come out in the summer. And so summer, of course, is in, we might need something else, just a minute. Summer, of course, is in December in Australia. So, yeah, and they're like those little beetles that have the reflecto, shiny sort of gold reflecting, a little fly, reflecting wings. And I've seen them, they have them here as well. Isn't that amazing that they're in both places? So where will you put that? Will we put that there in at all? Or is that too much? Might be too much. I like the idea of the fly. You guys tell me, fly or no fly? Maybe no fly. I'll tell you why I'm not liking, I would like the fly, but I don't like the fly because the fly is on the same level as the bug. I'm going to call it a Christmas beetle. It looks like it's a slightly different shape to the Christmas beetle, but I'll still call it a Christmas beetle. I have these random stamp numbers. If they were blue, I'd stick those on. But anyway, they're not. So I think that's it. That's my spread. That's my botanical spread. I really enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it. You've been asking me to do some painting. I'm not a painter. I tend to steer away from it because I'm not a painter. I just like mucking around, and I wouldn't want to teach anyone the wrong thing. There we go. There's my botanical spread. Oh, this is so much fun. So, okay, let's go back here and have a look how it's coming along. So, I don't know where I've put my cover. I took it off. So, someone asked me, could I spray the cover that I made to protect it? Absolutely, yes. You use a, you just look it up. I bought mine on Amazon. I've lost the cover. Oh, here it is. So, you just spray a artist's fixative spray. It's called artist fixative spray, and that will say for acrylic paint, watercolor, whatever. It's like a can, like the spray glue, and you just spray it on there, and it gives it a level of protection. So let's put the thing back in, and then we can have a look at it. So let me find the center. I can never find the center. You know, it's got a lot of pages. It could do for next year as well. Let's see. We'll see how we go. Okay, so that's in there. So that's that. I'm really happy with that page. That's where I'm putting my prompts. Let's mark off botanicals. So I've done welcome, highlights, botanicals, details, and envelope. Who knows what will be next? Minimalist is doing my head in because I'm not a minimalist. There's quite a few here. Wanderlust. What do I do for that? I don't know. I'll have to research. Yeah, there's a few there that can, like, I'm going to have to think about those. Okay, so I've done 2 today, but not both on camera. Let me see what's happening here. Do I need to cover anything? No, there's those cute little boys. So that one I've left plain. I'm thinking I might choose that for my minimalist page because I love it so much. I love that it's torn. And I don't know what it is. I think it's the color. I like the color and the font. And I don't really want to cover it up too much. So that could be a good one to choose for the minimalist. So I did this off camera, but it's fairly simple. I put one thing here and here, put 3 photographs and 3 labels because I had 3 events that were the highlights, have been the highlights so far because the month is not finished. We don't know what will happen next. And then this is my botanicals. So really, really happy with that. And I love doing that type of painting. So botanicals. And then this was details. And for me, the details are all the bits that can bring it all together. That, you know, it's all the little details, the little stitching here, the same, you know, similar type, painted fabric over here, painted fabric over there. Yeah, all these little details sort of bring it together. And then I think, have I done anything else? I don't think so. No. So there we go. So super fun, really fun project, really fun project. And I think I'm going to enjoy looking back at this. And that's more of a journaly sort of page. So you can mix it up, you see. I really like that idea. Have a bit of fun with it. And I wrote about the collaboration, so I won't forget about that. I wrote that I had some difficulty on this page. Then these are my highlights of the month. And then this is botanicals, and I did a bit of painting. That's one of my favorite things. And then the details. Yeah. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.